Commentary box is Roger Tames.
Well, Lee Clark's misfortune gives Darren Williams a first return to the club where his career started as a trainee. And the England B international was the first to say he would far rather have remained on the bench than got the chance to stake his claim in midfield at Clark's expense. Williams' old club York will have to improve on Saturday's disappointment to keep up their impressive record in this competition. Manager Alan Little makes two changes. Gordon Conley's £75,000 transfer from Airdrie was completed in time for him to go straight into midfield, while in attack, last season's top scorer Rodney Rowe is promoted from substitute. Martin Reed and Neil Woods step down. Sunderland's Danny Dichio is given only his third start by Peter Reid, with Niall Quinn rested. But last season's arrival from Italy's Serie A has come off the bench 11 times, but still hasn't broken his goal-scoring duck. There's also a first outing in 10 months for unsettled defender Andy Melville in place of new signing Paul Butler. Otherwise, Reid has resisted the temptation to make more changes. He was pleased the way his established players battled through against difficult opponents in QPR, and perhaps looks for a more relaxed opportunity to hit the goal standard tonight. York will have other ideas. Referee had a short trip. It's Bill Burns from Scarborough. Well, it's a beautiful summer's evening for football, and the pitch is so immaculate it puts you in mind of Wembley itself, which is obviously the inspiration at the end of a long tunnel when it's only early August and the cup competition is underway. Sunderland tonight are wearing their new change strip, the one the fans voted for, the navy blue with the red and white band. York City in a sharp-looking all-red strip. Linesman Brian Horner will certainly be delighted with the surface, which impressed all the Sunderland players when they arrived here tonight. And there's a healthy-looking crowd here as well, no doubt brought out by the summer evening weather. Michael Gray, those of you who haven't noticed already, has got a new hairstyle for the new season. And Lee Clark there broke his leg on Saturday, putting his crutches in a convenient position and still managing to smile through it all. Solid challenge, and comfortably taken there by Andy Warrington in goal. Got a bit of stick on Saturday at Preston. Ball there, who's relinquished the captain's armband this evening, giving it to Darren Williams, getting his cross in, and well taken under the bar by the keeper. Rowe will get to it as Melville is in there. Andy Melville, I didn't expect to be appearing in a Sunderland shirt again. It's an experienced player to be called into this sort of match. That's a good opening up there. And it was Melville, in fact, who got the block on Richard Cresswell's little run. And a spirited opening here by York City, broken up by Gray. And Summerby now. Looking for Dichio. Paul. Dichio tightly marked there and dispossessed. First touch for the new boy, Connolly. Cresswell is front running again. Craddock has got across with him. 21 next month, Richard Cresswell. Square is Poughton, the Newcastle player. And Garrett now. Here's Neil Thompson. It's not a bad ball in the end, and it was a sharp piece of work through the middle there by Garrett. Sorensen showed that for a big man he can get down very quickly indeed. Just a bit of hesitation there by the defence, but certainly not by the keeper. Bobby Saxton, the new number 2 to Peter Reid, was of course a manager himself here at Bootham Crescent. Quite a few links between the two clubs over the years. Martin Scott, pleased to be back in the lineup after so many injury problems over the past season. Ball releasing Phillips, but he was marked by Mark Tinkler. He was pushed back into the defence after operating in midfield on Saturday. On the left of Sunderland's midfield is Johnston, and he gets the cross in, and Dicio just nodding it over the top of the bar. He's replacing Niall Quinn tonight, who's very much the focal point for many of Sunderland's attacks with his clever flicks and intelligent positioning. Dicio really keen to open his Sunderland account at last. Here's Connolly, the new signing again. Looks keen to cut infield and to have a shot as well, but that's way off target. Peter Reid, always aware that Saturday's first game of the season against QPR was going to be tough, but even the 3 points could not make up for the huge disappointment of the injury to Lee Clark. Reid was really deflated afterwards. Conley trying to get away from Scott. No great danger there for Sunderland, and again Sorensen gets a lot of distance on the kick. Fine work there by Tinkler. Oh, that's gone in, and Dicio has broken his duck in the most extraordinary way. Well, Andy Warrington got caught cold, and Dicio kept on going and got the reward for it. Sunderland fans applaud, but the home fans absolutely stunned by that. He wanted another touch on it. That was where it went wrong. Dicio blocked it, and they all count, and Dicio has got the goal that he's been waiting for, and I cannot imagine he would have thought it would come like that. Thanks all the same, though. I'm sure his message. So after 13 minutes, Danny Dicio gets his first goal for Sunderland. They take the lead. It's York 0, Sunderland 1. Andy Warrington had a difficult afternoon, evidently on Saturday. He's having an even more difficult evening after that little bit of miscontrol was really punished. Gray knocks it forward for Phillips. Scott is joining up with the attack now as well. Pulled men back behind the ball in numbers. It's Johnston now. Ball is on the back post, back from his marauding up the left touchline to concede the corner. And Sunderland, with this one-goal advantage, can take their time and look to pick off the opportunities when they arise. Put both central defenders forward, Melville and Craddock and Dicio, 3 big targets to aim for. Melville coming towards it, and it needed the keeper to get down there. Melville would really have enjoyed that on his return to the team. Possession conceded now. Thompson looks to bring it away. Knocks it forward for Garrett. Thompson again, finds Connolly. The new boy has shown he's got some real pace, but Kevin across. Houghton. Hall. Cresswell gets to it. That was an important block by Melville. He just got his foot in then. Cresswell looked to have turned inside the defender, but he couldn't get away. And the block was a good one. Good covering there. Scott was cut out of it, but Melville was right on hand. Here goes Michael Gray. Phillips knocking it forward for Gray, who carried on the run. And another corner kick. And Gray's got a lot of work on his shoulders to keep up the same effectiveness, having switched flanks. Naturally a left-sided player, but he's definitely trying to settle into that right-sided role. Over comes the corner. It was Tinkler who got it away, only for Johnston, and now Scott. Opening up wide for Summerby. First time ball looking at Dicio against the bar, and he's got the follow-up, and he's got the second, and Peter Reid's faith in him is being repaid in this first half. He's really had to wait for the goals to come, Danny Dicio, but he's got two now in the opening 28 minutes. Scott's deep cross set up the move. Summerby first time, that was a good ball in. Dicio's header was unlucky not to be in the first time, but he followed up impressively. He's got a good left foot, Martin Scott, and he got a lot of distance on that one. Good thinking for the first time ball. It was a good header against the bar, and nothing wrong either with that follow-up. And Dicio gets his second of the night, his second for Sunderland, and First Division side are starting to cruise. Phillips down for ball. Ball gets a second go at it. Wondering challenge on him by Mark Tinkler. Bishop Auckland born lad. Arrived from Leeds 18 months ago. Catching into Kevin Ball. Summerby, Scott who's going to try it. Well, the idea was sound enough, just needed rather more curve on the ball. So much disappointment for Martin Scott, missing virtually all of last season. And the curve arriving rather too late to pull it back on target. To stoppage time now, at the end of the first 45 minutes. Peter Reid fairly satisfied with the first half work. Just the 1 minute to be added on for stoppages. Which is pretty tight by modern standards. 4s and 5s quite regular. The game has flowed fairly continually. Away. Square for ball. Johnston. Comfortably caught there by Andy Warrington. He's not had the happiest of evenings after that mistake of his was so punished. Well, there is the half-time whistle. Sunderland comfortably in charge, thanks to a brace of goals, long-awaited goals from Danny Dicio. The first one, a nightmare for Andy Warrington, and the York goal, whose miscontrol was severely punished. The block from Dicio opening his account, and then following up his first header to force home a second well-taken goal. And Sunderland very much looking a comfortable bet for further progress in this competition, even at the quarter stage over the two legs. Half-time, York City 0, Sunderland 2. Neither side has made a change at half-time, even though they can use 3 substitutes out of 5 named. Last time Sunderland were at Booth and Crescent was in this League Cup competition. It was 10 years ago. It was a goalless draw. Sunderland won the second leg 4-0. So won here in the League Cup in 86-3-1, but they'd lost 4-2. A real shock that of Roker, and York went through on away goals. Peter Reid, hard man to satisfy, no matter what the situation. York have done too badly defensively, but that initial punishment of the keeper's error has really cost them dearly. The first goal so important in cup ties like this. Well, Dicio has got his eye on a hat-trick now, having got the taste for goals in a Sunderland shirt, albeit the new one. Morrison's clearance finding its way through to Johnson, but it was a bit snatched. Now Phillips on a really good run. Keeper's come all the way, committed himself, just about got something to it. And coverage there was sufficient to keep Sunderland at bay. The keeper went for it and got away with it. 10 years at Bootham Crescent for Alan Little, rewarded pre-season with a testimonial against Middlesbrough. More than 6,000 turned up, which is a good testimony to the work he's put in on the coaching side down as manager here. Neil Wainwright is going to make his Sunderland debut. Kevin Ball, the skipper, is coming off. Neil Wainwright goes on. John Mullin has also come on. John Mullin, who's a striker, decided to become a midfield player this season. Diccio takes over. Knocked into the middle there for John Mullin. Looking for it to be knocked through the defence and then run onto it, but he ran out of room rather. Whistle goes again. Diccio trying to build on that two-goal opportunity for a hat-trick that he's given himself. Just the timing that was wrong on that occasion. Not on there to Rodney Rowe. The turn was decent enough, and the ball is not too bad either. Once more, Alan Carlton is the one trying to fire the shot in from long range. And so keen to get on top of the ball and keep it down, but it cost him the power it might have needed. Waiting for it to come down, knee right over it, but it was always scuffing along the turf. Diccio trying to find Somerby. Here's Gray. Skips past one man. Right foot cross this time. Was whipped in smartly, and it was decent defending as well from Barry Jones. Gray looking to get the corner short as well, but it's not going to happen for him on this occasion. Diccio has made his run from deep. Melville gets up as well, but doesn't get over. The ball did though, and that's a goal kick to York. From Scott, met by Phillips still. Press well dispossessed. Still York with the ball though. And York the free kick as well. Is prepared to chase it all the way, put the pressure on his man. That's a good take by Prendergast. Through to Rodney Rowe. Pulled up, looks decent. Again, Sunderland get people back and get possession as well. John Mullin with the ball now. Certainly capable of matching any side for eagerness, Sunderland. Right now starting to get into more of his stride. Very square for Michael Gray. Appreciated by the Sunderland crowd here. Way behind the goal to our right. Now it's Scott. Diccio. Scott again. Clipped over the top for John Mullen. The flag is very definitely down. He's got somebody in the middle. Just needed Dicho a few yards further on, coming in from the deeper position. And that could have been 3 in the hat-trick. Mullen, well-timed run. It's a dangerous ball across the face of the defence. Just needed the contact. 1 or 2 bulbs missing there. Lights going out, but not disastrously. Too many bright spots for the home side out there on the pitch either. Things not going according to plan for York City at the moment. Rowe getting a decent turn in there, or half a turn, but the recovering challenge was solid enough from Craddock. A series of corners in the second half, York, but very rarely threatened a direct strike at Sorensen's goal from any of them. Here comes Thompson again with another one. That's hit decently, but Craddock was there to match Tinkler challenge for challenge. And Gray brings it away sharply. It's a York ball. The 1 goal back would give York rather more to play for. The away goals coming into it eventually in this competition. She has a new sponsor this year, a new 5-year deal to guarantee its security, and to do something towards it anyway in these threateningly changing football times. Rose in a bit of space ahead, but couldn't pick him out. Instead he chose Sullivan, which was not quite such a good idea. Jump from Thompson, penalised. Dicio, square for Mullen, and Wainwright has got space there. And he's got pace as well. Looking for the shot again. A bit of youthful enthusiasm at the end of that one. Sunderland have been able to play their passing game that Peter Reid has instilled in this team without being seriously troubled, certainly once they got the noses ahead. Gray wins it back again. Phillips now sprinting away, Thompson is with him. Phillips hasn't had too many chances to get a direct strike at goal this evening for all his usual diligent running and good movement. Well, he picked him out then. Thompson was trying to close him down, and the shot was a little hurried. The briskness of Sunderland's passing at times can be very demoralising for the opposition. Business-like way in which they constantly keep the ball on the move. Into the 2 minutes of stoppage time, it's been indicated by the 4th official that Bill Burns will add on to this one. 90 more minutes to go, of course, at the Stadium of Light. Phillips. Oh, the late consolation now would be more than just that for York. Out the man to get it. That's a foul. Now this is a promising position, which York really do need to strike to give themselves some form of hope for a week's time. It was Alan Paup who made the determined break. John Mellin committed the offence. For is Tinkler over the ball. Paup looks removed from the action here. When he got his shot on target, Mark Tinkler, and it needed to be better placed or far more powerful to trouble a very relaxed-looking Thomas Sorensen. He's launched another long kick upfield for Dicio to try to control. And now with Williams, he would have enjoyed his return to his old stamping ground. Warrington was in a bit of trouble then. Oh, it could well have been 3 then, it should have been. Ireland's view anyway, the way he's holding his head in his hands, and really Warrington really trying to finish on the unfortunate note that he started on. Warrington coming for that one, and skidded out of his glass. We didn't really get any sort of a block in then. And unfortunately for the young keeper, went over the top there. So the 2 first-half goals from Danny Dicio enough to put Sunderland well on the way to further progress. It's a commanding 2-goal advantage. It started with that desire for another touch from the keeper with the ball on the deck. In the 13th minute, Dicio blocked it, it rolled into the net. Dicio struck with the second, approaching the half hour, and Sunderland were pretty well home and dry after that. Good, brisk performance, businesslike from Sunderland. For all their considerable effort, York found it hard to make any headway at all. They have got another chance, though, in a week's time. Sunderland take the advantage into the second leg. This first leg ending York City 0, Sunderland 2.
Peter, obviously pleased with the result, but I would imagine even more pleased for Danny Dicio.
Yeah, I mean, he's I wouldn't say he's had a struggle, but he's come in a difficult situation last year where he didn't have a pre-season behind him. He was coming on and substituting games, so always difficult. But I think he scored, well, I know he scored in pre-season and he's got 2 today, so yeah, really pleased with the lad. It just gives us another option, you know. Big now was just had a slight problem with his back. He'll be all right for the weekend. So it's a chance for Danny tonight.
Danny, you've waited a fair while for your first Sunderland goal, but I don't imagine you would have thought it would come like that.
No, not really, but we've been working on that in training and shutting down goalkeepers and that, and out of 50 you might get 1 goal like that tonight, and I was pleased to get it.
You've been scoring goals in pre-season, but it's nice to show the fans that you can do it in the big games as well.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I've been feeling good all pre-season, and obviously the season started now, so it's good to get on the goal scoring sheet.
Darren, great result, and captain for the night as well.
Yeah, I never found out until I got on the bus. You know, I'd like to say thanks to Kevin Ball, really, because you know, I know he likes to lead the team out as much as possible. So you know, I'm really pleased I was captain. You know, it's nice to be captain back at your old you know, starting ground.
A great result for you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we didn't start too well. We got into things after about 10 minutes. But second half we maybe got a little complacent. We maybe could have increased the lead from our point of view. But you know, York battled away, and you know, I think they did themselves proud.
Neil, a bright enough start, but you really can't legislate for goals like that.
No, you can't. You know, we started really brightly and caused Sunderland a few problems. I thought, you know, we could have maybe had a goal or 2, and you know, Andy's held his hands up. You know, it's one of them things, and made the mistake and got punished. And it was the same on Saturday against Preston. We got beat 3 there, and that was no reflection on the game as a whole. And we've got to learn by the mistakes. And if you don't learn, then you know there's something wrong with you. There's a lot of talent at the club, and it's just getting it in the right areas. You know, we've got to brighten up at the back and brighten up up front and put them in the net.
2-0 up with the home leg to come. You must feel as if you're through the next round.
Well, I hope so, but you can never say that in football, you know, where it can kick you in the teeth. But what I'd say is that from this position I'd be very disappointed if we don't do it against the club who've done really well in this competition over the years.